So you're trying to progress through your rifts, but you can't and you're stuck because of awful matchmaking and bad randoms. Today's video is how to beat rifts even with bad randoms, and it's going to be by playing a tank. The toothpick and shield's damage reduction, super loud whistle to get monsters on you, and more importantly, off your teammates, and then the rest is heals, shields, and keeping that HP up. There is the build, but more importantly, let's hop into a random, I don't even know, Breeding Grounds Nightmare. I don't even remember which one this is, but tanking is the way to go. No cuts. I'm hopping into a random nightmare rift to show you it is possible. I actually beat a majority of the nightmare rifts with this build, totally with randoms. It's the question I get in almost every video. How do you beat this rift with randoms? How do you beat this? Even if you have the guide for all 4 players, I can't find teammates that are willing to blah, blah, blah. So this is it. If you want to play with randoms, if you want to progress, playing the tank is the way to go. As you can see, let's see, we have 1 bot in here. You can tell with the gray name. 2 real players. Oh, this is Mama Boomer. So tanking is actually. Hey, look, we have another tank from the bot. So as long as you have like 1 or 2 solid DPS players, you should have a lot of success with rifts. So the key here is, even if your bot teammates don't deal a lot of damage, or I shouldn't even say bots sometimes you have real player teammates that might as well be bots because of their inability to not die and just deal consistent damage. But if you can keep the enemies on you, hey teammates, let's go ahead and take out these boomers. That'd be great, friends. If you can keep the enemies on you and off your teammates, as long as even if it's a little, as long as it's consistent damage, you will eventually, slowly but surely, take out these rifts, take out these bosses, and make your way through. I literally beat Nightmare Rooftop Rumble with randoms. I swear, no lie. Randoms. Playing the tank. I did get lucky, queued into like 2 portals and a bow, I think was the other place. So we had a solid team, but it was randoms. And as long as you play the tank, as long as you keep that damage off your friends, we should have no problem. As you can see, 3.5 minutes, this Mama Boomer's HP is a little bit more than half, about 2/3 full. So we are slowly but surely chipping away, even with a bot tank. We literally only have 2 people dealing real damage to this boss. All we need to do is just not let those players go down. And I know sometimes that's a lot easier said than done, and genuinely there might be several of these that you have to attempt multiple times. But I've seen too many comments just saying specifically, how do you beat this with randoms, or even with specific builds, I can't get my teammates to play well enough to beat certain rifts. And if you want the answer, you want to beat any rifts with randoms, this is the way to go. I'm fully convinced. If there's another way, another build, another setup, something like that you guys are running to consistently get those whoops, we went down, but at least we took that boss away from our teammates. If there's another build, let me know. I want to know, but this is absolutely the most consistent way to get through nightmare rifts, or any rift for that matter, truthfully. But one more important thing to note with that is, if you're going to play this build, you actually have to be a somewhat decent tank. You saw me go down there just a second ago. But you have to know not only when you can and can't take damage, but also, even if you can take the damage, there's some fights where you literally have to run away. Ooh, we got a little stuck there. This might not be the best. As I'm talking about having to know how to play a tank, we're going down. But you have to sometimes pull the boss away from your teammates. Like the Heavy Scorcher, the one that like rotates with its little fire thing. Even if there's a way for you to dodge that attack, but it would mean running and bringing that fire to your teammates, sometimes you just have to tank heavy hits like that because you need that damage off of your teammates. So it's important to know how to be a somewhat decent tank. And I'm gonna let this boomer lock onto that bot there for a second, because we also have another toothpick and shield in here. But there we go. Get the aggro on me now. Start taking that fire. And guys, we have a little bit over a minute, and take a look at the boss's HP. Like, no problem. Obviously, this is not going to be any speed runs. We're not going to be sub-2ing any nightmare rifts. And if you can sub-2 nightmare rifts with randoms, like, GG's. That's pretty wild to me. But this is going to be just a consistent way to play with either the not best teammates or with bots and get those wins. But there's the build, start of the video, toothpick and shield, ladies and gentlemen, let me know if this helped you out. If you play through Rifts and you actually start getting those dubs, let me know if this helped you. Of course, we're going to be the most tanked and health, but that's the build. Let me show it off one more time in the lockers for you guys, but that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like and subscribe if it helped you out, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.